see daddy. On your right hand in the earth, take your left and do the same. See daddy, see daddy, see daddy. This gon' be your shit. For the double, whatever you wanna call it, but I bet the kids like this. I got news, like it's Blue's Clues. I'm a content of registration, the one I got a jig like this. I'm a national personal when it's Superland. I pick up the weather and they call me Superman. I pick it up, How much will fill up with Chuck, give a Chuck. Throw your right hand in the earth, take your left and behind your face. See daddy, see daddy, see daddy, see daddy. Throw your right hand in the earth, take your left and do the same. See daddy, see daddy, see daddy. This gon' be your shit. Throw your right hand in the earth, take your left and behind your face. See daddy, see daddy, see daddy, see daddy. Throw your right hand in the earth, take your left and behind your face. See daddy, see daddy, see daddy, see daddy. Throw your right hand in the earth, take your left and do the same. See daddy, see daddy, see daddy, see daddy. Throw your right hand in the earth, take your left and do the same. See daddy, see daddy, see daddy. This gon' be your shit. For the double, whatever you wanna call it, but I bet the kids like this. I got news, like it's Blue's Clues. I'm a content of registration.
Oh, hey, do me a favor real quick, cause this internet is so eerie. Shoot, hold up. I'm gonna have to switch device still. got your package right, like right here, or probably in the living room. I'm gonna have one of the kids to bring it. They did a return senders. I think it was the zip code. So I'm gonna need like I'll call you immediately. I'm definitely free, totally free. As y'all can see, I've been kind of chilling. Um, so okay, yeah, there she is. Hey, what? Hey, yo, what that package at? Yeah, so I got a good story time for y'all, man. Give me the thumbs up. Let me know that y'all can hear me and everything. We gonna get into that, man. I've been laying low. Reason why, guys, is it's not like a issue or problem or anything. Hey, you know that box, that package at the box, the package that came, the box. Hold up. Y'all give me a second, real quick. All right, man. So all right. So first off, I'm gonna let y'all know I've been laying low like that and everything, right? So apparently, when I did qualify for the Apple Music or whatever you guys see online, when I did that or whatever, I had to leave for a few. Was getting sleepy. When I did that, like Apple Music, whatever, I didn't know that that came with terms and conditions. Like you really got to read. So I've been like doing a bunch of I want to say interviews, but I just say panels. Yo, POZ, pause. Thanks for coming through. I've been doing a bunch of panels, man, outside of YouTube. So I've been like sleepy and tired. So I just been getting my fair rest because like things about to take off for me. Anyways, man, I'm about to give y'all this story time, man. I hope y'all ready for it, man, because this is one of the craziest ones. This was before TSM was TSM. This was my street days. So let's get into it. First off, I want to say that this story is for awareness only. It's to raise awareness. So anybody that click on this video on the replay, children, teens, even adults, this is to raise awareness. Watch who you hang with, watch your circle, watch your surroundings, and don't give trust if the trust ain't earned. You know what I'm saying? Don't give trust to people based off the title just because it may be a cousin or a cousin boyfriend or I'm saying, something like that. Yeah, thank you, some shit. I appreciate that. Let's get into it, man. So I'm gonna call this story setup because I got set up, right? Let's start it off with the basics. So y'all remember how I told y'all when I was going through like the whole like molestation thing or whatever, like, and I told y'all I was living with my auntie, right? So I was living with my aunt at the time. We stayed in some apartments. They were the projects. They was called the Regencies. And shout out to Susan Murphy. Said she liked that hoodie. I appreciate that. So let's get into the story. Back into the story. So my auntie, we stayed in the Regencies. There was projects. Growing up as a kid, hell, I didn't know we was in projects. All I know is we was in apartments. And so what happened was she ended up meeting this guy, and my auntie wasn't the type of dude. Like for a while, everybody, she wasn't the type of female that For a while, everybody thought that she liked it, women, because she never talked to dudes, never gave them a chance. So many guys, and she wasn't like the whole beauty makeup wearing. My auntie wasn't about that. My auntie would throw some outfit on, maybe put her hair in a ponytail or flat iron it, some lip gloss. That's it. Like she wasn't the whole make herself up and all of that. So and she still used to get attraction from these guys and never not once gave them a chance, especially street dudes, right? And so one day there was this guy named Corey. I'm going to say real names up in here. I don't want anything to be fake. Jay Breeze, what's up? Hey, yo, if I start breaking up or anything, y'all drop the 2 in the chat and let me know. So there's this guy named Corey. He started dating my auntie, and we thought it was gonna be like a quick thing because before Corey, she dated this guy. It was for like 2 weeks, and she like, yo, that ain't even work out. And so she ended up dating this Corey dude, and like 2 years passed, and 3 years passed, and so then Corey decided he's gonna introduce my auntie to his kids that he had with another woman. They teenagers at the time, and so these kids come into the family. The oldest one was this guy named Darius. At the time, I may have been 10 or something, and Darius probably like 13 at the time. And he was known for the antics he did, like the stuff that y'all see these crazy rappers doing today. When y'all see these rappers doing this stuff today, That's what Corey does. He carried guns. He was the kid that everybody in the neighborhood known to have the firearms and all of that, etc. So for a minute, my auntie was like, y'all stay away from Darius. Then he got to coming around more often. And he would talk to her with manners. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. You need me to take the trash out. So she eased up. And she was like, fine, y'all can hang with Darius. So we hanging with him and his brothers and his two sisters and, developing a relationship. I'm talking about my auntie taking us out to see the fireworks, etc. Mind you, going through all this stuff, I'm still going through the whole molestation thing. But, so we going out to the barbecues and doing everything with these kids, and me and Darius became like best friends. Like we got close. One day something happened. I don't know what happened, but he was okay. So the Regencies is here. We're in these apartment complex here. But when you leave the apartment complex, it leads into a second set of apartments, and that was called the Terrace. So you got the Regencies, then you cross over this bridge, and then there's the Terrace. And he used to go out into the Terrace and sell drugs. At 13 years old, this is what Darius was doing: selling drugs, selling guns, doing whatever. So he ended up calling my auntie phone. I'm playing Snake. I remember when the cricket phone was out. I'm playing Snake on the cricket phone, and I answered the phone. And so he asked to speak to my cousin Rick. Rick is the bodybuilder. Y'all can like Rick Fleming. If y'all Google him, like he really like on TV going to do the like bodybuilding stage and all that stuff. So and Rick just hung the phone up on him. So he called back and I answered, and he was like, Jojo, I need you to come out here, walk to the Terrace, please. Please. So I ended up going out there. I don't know how he convinced me to go. I ended up going out there. When I meet him, we walk back and he telling me the story about how there's a car that pull up, and the guy that was in the car was looking for some drugs. And so there's like 17 drug dealers around there. So one of the guys was on the way to the car, but Darius ran to the to the guy first to sell him drugs. So the dude went to talking to like several other guys. So next thing you know, damn near this whole apartment complex is upset and they're gossiping about Darius. So he's inside this house of this woman who his dad was messing with at the time. And so I walked to the house and we walking and leaving out, and he had handed me this little gun, a revolver, told me put it in my pocket. I'm not thinking about it. I'm a kid. I don't know anything street. I'm telling y'all. So I put it in my pocket. We walked to the Regencies. He ended up telling his dad what happened, and his dad built a bond. I was more like a son to his dad. Y'all keep up with the story. I was more like a son to his dad than he was. And he used to always tell me, his dad used to always tell me, I wish my son had the mindset you had. So anyways, let's fast forward like a year or two later. Me and Darius were going out to the mall. We're doing everything together. And, breaking in houses and stuff that we're not even supposed to do. I end up selling drugs with Darius. And so one day, Darius ended up going to jail. This is the crazy part of the story. This is where it was leading up to. Now, this is what's happening. Darius ended up going to jail, right? And so he get out like a year later. Mind you, this time I moved out because this was all the when I was going through being molested by uncles and all of that stuff, right? So I'm like 14 and I'm out emancipated on my own. And so I used to go visit my cousin Rico. Y'all remember, everybody that's my day ones, y'all know Rico that was playing Russian roulette and took himself out. I was going to visit him. Me and Rico was just as close as me and Darius was, because Rico, I introduced him to firearms. That's why I fought myself for him even losing his life in the first place. So I went to visit Rico, and we had the best time. He said, "Cuz, you got to come over tomorrow. I got something to show you." So I come over the next day. Rico has a gun, and he asked me how to use it. I taught him how to use the gun, and as I'm teaching him how to use this gun, his phone rings. Yeah, I know the Razor flip phones. Y'all remember them? His phone ring. He answered. It's Darius. Asked him what is he doing? He said, "I'm with my cousin Jojo." You hear Darius through the phone real loud. "Jojo, oh, let me speak to him. Let me speak to my N-word and all of this, right?" So he said, "Yo, I gotta play for us. I can't talk about it on the phone. I'm on my way. Please stay there." I stayed. Darius came. Now, when he told me what he told me next, y'all, I thought about it. Like everything he ever told me, I never sat and thought about it. I'm a little bit older at this time. I already had to deal with the molestation and everything else. So my mind is fully developed. So he came and he said, "One play. I know you don't want to do it, but there's one play." He said, "There's this guy. He's going to come over. Not here, but we're going to catch the bus to the south side. He's going to come over and he's going to sell me a pound of marijuana. Now, once you get there, I just need you to watch over my back." He looked at me and said, "I got something for you." So we gets on the bus. Before we even make it to this destination, I'm thinking we're going to the destination. We end up at his house. And he had two guns. I promise you guys. He had a mini pistol that was about this little. Then he had this shotgun, but it was sawed off at the end. So he gives me the shotgun and he cuts a hole in my pocket. Literally cut a hole in my pocket. I never knew nothing about this stuff and tell me keep the shotgun on the side of my leg. Right? So he got the mini pistol. We catches the bus to the place where this guy's supposed to sell us a pound of marijuana. And I'm waiting and we're waiting. And he's making phone calls. Well, this whole time I'm thinking he's making phone calls, calling a dude like, yo, where you at? We don't know. I'm over here waiting on you. So mind you, this place we at, right around the corner, there's this little store. And he's like, you know what? While we're waiting on him, we're going to smoke this blunt. So Darius leaves and go to the store, right? And so soon as he leaves, 5 minutes later, the police come up. They didn't drive past. They didn't drive this way and stop. They didn't look at me like he was, he's suspicious. They drove up as I was the target. Somebody called on me. They said, you are the target. The first thing that they did, they didn't ask me my name. They put my head behind my back and they pulled that sawed-off shotgun out of my pocket. I'm 14 at the time. I'm not even thinking, yo, what the hell is going on? Somebody saw this. I don't know how they caught me. So mind you, I'm waiting on Darius. This dude never came back. And so the police sat me down and said that they had an anonymous call that there was a young man with a sawed-off shotgun. So then they asked me what was going on. Did you want to call your mom first or could you talk to us? So I said, I'm going to call my grandmother first. I called my grandma, and she's probably the reason that I didn't go to prison or go to juvenile and ended up in prison by the time I was 18 and got out when I was like 27. So my grandma came to the station, and so she asked me where did I get it from, and I told her Darius, right? And so the detectives looked at each other like this, and they asked what was his last name. My grandma had to call her. My grandma had to call her her daughter, which is Tammy, right? And who's dating Corey. Corey is Darius' father, and give the last name. His name was Darius Gibson. And so so what happened was Darius had ended up. I don't even know if I can say the word. He ended up taking somebody's life, unlifing somebody. And like a week before. And so the person who was with him when he took that person's life described to the police exactly what kind of firearm he used, what type of gun and ammunition he used. And come to find out, it's the same gun that he had me to cut a hole and put in my pocket. Now, this time, Darius knew the police was onto him. So what he did was found a stupid idiot that would be dumb enough to follow him and take his murder weapon and put it in their pocket. So they cut my grandmom and Iadale. Yeah, give up exactly what happened and the phone calls from Rico phone and everything. So we end up telling the detectives his name and everything. They end up catching Darius. He ended up confessing to it. I got away with that. I never got charged for it. And after that, I was like, yo, I got to slow down. I got to watch who I hang with. And so I still was hard-headed. I'm 15 years old at this time. And I end up, taking a little bit from Darius. Now I wanted to be a little bit like how he was because he had so much money. This was the last incident. I'm 15 years old. So I end up, long story short, breaking into somebody's house. Now I have to go through the back kitchen window, y'all. And the window was right over the sink. And when I open the window and I'm sticking my hand in there, the glass, the dishes, everything fall. Glass bust, everything fall. Before I break in this house, I knock on the door. I play it off like, yo, you want your grass cut? Nobody answered. I'm banging loud. So I'm like, there's no way somebody can be in this house. And so I end up, going through the kitchen window, busting glass, knocking dishes over. And right when you get past there's the kitchen, then there's this wall, and then there's the living room. So I finally make it inside, looking at everything I knocked down. I walk, before I even get all the way in the house, I look, and there's a gun on a table, like a semi-automatic, and I'm going straight for the gun. As soon as I turn, there's a man asleep on the couch. That man could have woken up out his sleep, took that semi-automatic, and ended my life that day. That was the last thing that I ever done in my life that was negative. And after that, I turned my life over to Lord Jesus Christ. But then by then it was too late because then I ended up getting shot 8 times, and I'm on the ground on my back, wondering, I tried to change my life. What happened? And so, like God was like, this is your 3rd strike. This is it. So that's why you guys know me now as TSM Rapper, the positive guy that's pushing moves, man, just trying to keep the kids going the right route, talking crap about all of these rappers that's giving us negative bull crap. You know, that's why you guys have the positive TSM rapper that you have now. That life experience alone, you know, I have 5 of them. All of those life experiences, you know, just the first 2 should have gave me a chance. It took 8 bullets to go through my body. You know, when you think somebody tried to set you up for murder, you get away with it, fine. You know, then you break in somebody's house and then they still in there asleep with a semi-automatic, and you know, so once I got shot like that, it was a full turnaround, you know. So till this day, man, you know, Jesus Christ definitely was my savior. And I just wanted to let y'all know exactly, you know, what I've been through in life. And if, you know, if you guys know any young man, you know, you could prevent this from happening. So I just wanted to try to do that by raising awareness. I thank everybody for coming over here, spending time watching this video. I'm definitely going to be doing a podcast at 9 o'clock tonight. I'm not going to do it at 8:30 due to me just doing this video now. I'll see y'all later. Remember, I am your boy, TSM Rapper, the Superman rapper. Actually, I'm about to get ready to upload a video. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. And if y'all seen the one that's already uploaded, make sure that y'all comment, share it out, and everything. I'm your boy, TSM Rapper, aka Superman Rapper. Tap in with me at 9 o'clock. Yo, let's get up out of here, man. Y'all stay positive. Shout out
Yo,
to,
this
T-Water
podcast was
brand.
brought to you and sponsored by T-Water, the water that comes with vitamin, created by YouTuber TSM Rapper and his partner, Tamika Davis. And you want to know what you missing out on unless you jump on a pedal stool and come T where we talk.